that your summer is shaping up to be everything that you dreamed and imagined it to be? And if it's not yet, guys, it is only June. There is still so much time for you to make amazing, incredible memories this summer. I am just daily reminded why exactly I resell versus any other job, because like it affords me so much time home with my family and even away with my family making memories. We took 2 weeks off and answered to no one and just went down to Florida and enjoyed ourselves at our own time, at our own pace. It was absolute magic. Had some great sales to ship out whenever I got home. I know I'm not the only reseller who has been somewhat neglecting eBay for whatnot, and I will tell you that summertime is a good time to feed that eBay beast, because you can't just put your whatnot store on vacation mode and make money while you're gone. But I did make money while I was gone over on eBay, so I am always thankful for eBay. Whatnot will never fully replace eBay for me, but I have also really been enjoying things over on Whatnot. So if you're not following me on Whatnot, definitely get over there. Lately, I've been like liquidating things out of my eBay store. They say, you know, every 7 years a person changes, and like you reinvent yourself or your interests may change, and it has been about 7 years since I started eBay, and there's a lot of things that I picked up in the beginning on eBay that I wouldn't pick up today at the thrift stores. So I've been taking those items to Whatnot and offering them like starting at $3, $4, $5. Some of it is great resellable inventory that maybe someone would love to sell in their own store, and some of it isn't so resell worthy because maybe the sell-through rate isn't there, but it's a great price for collectors. So again, if you're not following me, definitely check in on Whatnot. But I'm excited at the way that my eBay store is changing and evolving, because it has been 7 years. I guess I got that 7-year itch. Is that why they call it the 7-year itch? Because like you reinvent yourself every 7 years? And never mind. I have a few things to ship today. I just wanted to show you guys the type of stuff that's selling for me over on eBay right now. Some like bread and butter items, and then also a few really big ticket sales that, I mean, I love it when those happen. When like the one thing that you've had listed for a while, and maybe you've even been hanging on to it because you know what it's worth. You'll see what that item was for me. But when those items sell, it's like the best payday for a reseller. This one is like a 2-tier musical merry-go-round Precious Moments Nativity. It's a pretty cool piece. I shouldn't have bought any of this Precious Moment stuff. It is selling little by little. I mean, it does sell, but like this piece sold for $15 plus $12 shipping. It's gonna take a minute. It looks like there's a crack there. I really hope I disclosed that crack. It's gonna take a minute to pack something like this up, and none of it is like super high value. I didn't hit any home runs with this Precious Moment stuff. Surprise. Thank God the crack is in the photos. I sold this pretty cool Tom Sawyer book. The binding is like trash, but it's so pretty to look at. The ephemera value, look at those red line pages. I think this one's so cool. It sold for $8.99 with free shipping, so definitely got rich off of this one. I got very excited finding my first collection of Department 56 stuff. Most of the boxes are like water damaged and damaged like this one. This guy is like hauling a sleigh of newspapers. This one is chunking a newspaper at someone's yard. And then there's a Dalmatian, maybe, oh, I thought that was a fire hydrant. That's a tree. This one is called Early Morning Delivery and sold for $16.95 with free shipping. Not all Department 56 is an absolute banger piece. I am gonna make some money because I paid $50 for an entire collection, including houses, but again, none of them were like rock star pieces. If I've had this listed a year, I've had it listed too. I mean, forever, you guys. I don't even remember where I got this. This may have been one of my very first trips over to the auction house. I wasn't sure what its value was, so I just priced it high. I am tired of hanging on to it, and someone else needs to enjoy it, so I took an offer of $20 plus shipping on this. I mean, it's really cool. That's green velvet. It's got a little cameo here. Maybe I should have just done some really cool redesign with this, but nonetheless, I'm glad somebody finally bought it. I sold these 12 crayons. It's definitely another sale that I'm like retiring early because of. Let me explain to you guys why I sell vintage crayons and pencils and how to tell that they're vintage. Look at the paper quality. If you can't tell based off of paper if it's old or if it's new, ephemera and paper items may not be for you. Not that I'm calling crayons ephemera, but they are wrapped in paper. This one has the address here, made in the USA. Nowhere on it is it gonna have a website, which vintage is only 20 years old, so we will start to see some vintage things with websites for sure, if you're not already. Get familiar with what that Crayola logo looks like. This is a vintage style. The biggest thing to look for when you're listing vintage Crayola would be retired names, especially the name Flesh. It was definitely deemed politically incorrect to consider one tone a flesh tone. And if you can find that crayon, it's definitely worth some money. But there are other retired colors. These are mainly oranges and red oranges. And I sold this lot of 12 for $5 with free shipping. So again, not getting rich off of these, but they didn't go in the garbage. And you know, sometimes that's what reselling is really about, saving something from the trash. I sold this vintage solar tea jar for $20 plus $20 shipping. I'm a little bit concerned about this though, because I would love to eliminate California as a place that can order from me, because to ship something to California is easily 75% higher than anywhere else I could possibly ship to. And the buyer is in California. You can tell once I pad this, it's going to be bigger than a cubic foot. I only charge $20 for shipping. I'm a little bit nervous about this one. Again, I tried to eliminate California, and if there's a way to eliminate one state that is not Alaska or Hawaii or APOs, like you can eliminate all those places, but why can't I eliminate California? It's just too expensive to ship there. It's more expensive to ship to California than it is Utah, which may as well be an island. They're very expensive as well. So yeah, be careful when you're shipping stuff like this. I'm in the middle of the country. If I were on the East Coast and a buyer paid $20 to ship this to California, I'd basically be paying them to take it. Oh no, you guys, it's June. It's like 1,000 degrees outside. These crayons are headed to Texas. Bye-bye crayons. I sold this really pretty size 10 Talbot's dress. I sold it for $20 with shipping. I did take an offer. This thing was super, super intricate. I've had it listed for a long time, but it came in my own closet, so I didn't really mind that. I had it listed for $25. I took a best offer of $20 with free shipping. Here's one that may surprise some people. This is a distressed Fruit of the Loom t-shirt with a pocket on it. Probably late 80s, early 90s. I sold it for $20. I had it listed at $29. I had sold it for $20 plus $4.75 shipping. It is as basic of a t-shirt as you think, and it does have some staining and distressing on it. That has a look at the tag. 20 bucks, you guys, on this old t-shirt. Another pretty cool vintage t-shirt that sold. This is one of the Destination tees. Sold for $20. I had it listed for $39 plus $5 shipping. Took a best offer of half price. So yeah, sometimes we do take half price offers. It does happen. I got this tiny little toy hat in the bottom of basically a kid's toy box that I bought at an auction. And I wanted to make sure that it wasn't something special before I just like lotted it up or discarded it. I used Google Lens, and Google Lens let me know this is actually a G.I. Joe safari hat. Guys, I just sold this tiny little hat, this little bitty hat, for $18 plus shipping. Part of me thinks you guys may be getting tired of hearing about the bathroom tile sales, but from an entire bathroom, this is all I have left. And every time I sell some of these, I remember the few people that were like, you're never going to sell those tiles. I've made over $1,000 selling these vintage bathroom tiles. We remodeled our bathroom. My husband pulled these off painstakingly one by one after I told him that we could sell them. A lot of 20 of these I sell for $100 plus shipping. I have not listed the soap dispenser yet, the toilet paper holder, the towel rack. All of those things go for really great money too. Just the tiles, 20 for $100. There's a moral to this story, folks. There's always gonna be someone lining up to tell you can't do what you're doing. That discarded bathroom tiles won't sell, and neither will used vintage crayons. Sell it anyway. Here's an interesting sale. I picked up an entire lot of someone's childhood comic books, and this was in there also. Looks like it's from 1977. If this one's nostalgic for you, definitely take a look at my eBay store. It is always linked in the description. I sold this Cream magazine for $6.50 plus shipping. I sold a quilt. It's the double wedding ring pattern, which confused me at first because I was like, is this double or just wedding ring? There is no wedding ring. It's all called double wedding ring. I dug this one out of my husband's grandparents' estate. It is like handmade, absolutely gorgeous condition. I knew what it was worth, so I set firm on my price for quite some time, and I just sold it for $220 plus $20 shipping. I sold these beautiful Stuart Weitzman shoes. Stuart Weitzman is an incredible brand, but when you find just like basic vintage pumps or a little peep toe like this, they're generally worth about 30 bucks. If you love selling shoes for $30, this is a brand for you. That being said, I sold a pair of Stuart Weitzman boots that are a modern style for like $200. So it's definitely a brand either way to look out for, but the vintage ones just sell for $20 to $30. My friend Anthony C just shared this shipping hack over on Instagram, and I thought it was a really good one. I was like, I know I will use that soon. What I've done here is you can see I've cut in half this long box and then shoved one end into the other because those shoes were gonna have way too much wiggle room, and now they're not moving around at all. This is a great shipping hack. He said he wasn't sure who originally told him about it to credit. So whoever was the originator of this, kudos to you. Kudos also to my friend Anthony C here on YouTube, and Anthony Makes Change over on Instagram. I'm gonna get everything packed and shipped and out the door before the T-ball game tonight. Another perk of my husband and I being self-employed, just being able to take time and invest in our own children and the kids around us and coach youth sports. It's something we've always felt passionate about, and I'm just grateful to be able to spend that time with my kids. One thing that we've been working on this summer, well, I have like the design and the vision, but my husband executes all of this. This is a second story deck on our house. Guys, I bought this house in 2016 and it probably needed a new deck then. For the last several years, we haven't even used this deck, but now Drew has totally ripped it off and has rebuilt all of this. He chronicles all of those builds over on his YouTube channel. If you haven't checked out his YouTube, it is Drew Strickland. Definitely go check him out. He's doing some massive tool giveaways, I think at 500, and I know for sure at 1,000 subscribers. If you want to help support the family and show Drew some love and support over on his channel, please go check it out. I'll have his link in the description below. Again, I hope your summer is going fantastic. If you're new here and you've liked today's video, please give it a thumbs up. I've got some really encouraging and motivational content coming out very soon that I'd love for you to be a part of. Listen to that train. I'm gonna go ahead and keep it in here because it's nostalgic for some people. We live in a rural community, so we hear it all the time, and I know some people always comment that they love to hear that in my videos, so I'll leave that train noise in. Thanks so much for watching today. God bless, and remember, treat your business like your business. Bye.